Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Alright, we're gonna go up against Max Buffs. Burst Mode, Red Zone Kid BUU. We'll take Daddy, Father, Kid BUU here onto the Glorio team, and we can handle some business. I am not super sure right now. I'm kind of going back and forth in my head every little bit between Super EZA Tech Beerus, Kid BUU, and Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. There's been a lot of... Slot 7? Okay. I guess it doesn't matter at all, does it? Really, it's mostly inconsequential, actually, that we get slot 7. Let's float BUU tanks. That's actually, really quite a good, good RNG for us. We'll definitely do Janemba in slot 1, though. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's handle business. I almost kind of want to skip ahead until... Oh, I guess we'll be okay next turn because we'll just put... Maybe we could just put Fat BUU in slot 1 and have him get massacred? I guess Fat BUU could actually probably really help us here. If there's a lot of attacks by Kid BUU in slot 1, we can put him there. If not, we'll see. We could use Fat BUU to get through the next turn. Double Glorio rotation obviously is pretty ass, but I feel like we'll be able to make it work and we'll get through it pretty easily. Let's see what happens. Janemba he can take damage early on, right before he attacks. Obviously, Kid BUU is very, very, very ferocious, so see how this goes. Okay, sure. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that Buhan's domain, which we probably are eventually going to toss out, that is going to be buffing Kid BUU. Like, burst mode Kid BUU, right? Well, I mean, I guess, the Kid BUU we're showcasing is, like, the same Kid BUU we're fighting, right? So it's the same character. Like, both of them would be super attacking each other, by the way, and nullifying each other. Like, they're just going to be... This actually could be quite... funny. Like, we just are trading nullifications. But I do think that Kid BUU should be really effective in here because he should be very defensive in here. Alright, so... We could probably just put Fat BUU right there and he's just gonna die, huh? That means we actually would be able to trigger one of the Glorio's supports. Let's hit that. Let's not get same type orbs. Let's see. Fat BUU just gonna die right here? I mean, pretty handy. There you go. Alright, that works. Alright, let's just ignore the stupid-ass STR Kid BUU Super. How about that? Alright, Kid BUU versus Kid BUU. Here we go. Now, keep in mind, STR Kid BUU, he has his nullification, right? Which is actually guaranteed his first 3 turns. So him showing up in slot 7 is pretty fire, actually. I guess now, if I really think about it. Do we want to leave Tech Buhan with him? Probably so, huh? And we'll just float... LR Janemba and get LR Janemba next to LR Beerus or Buhan on the next turn. All right, let's go ahead and hit this. We'll play the Kid BUU active. Remember, against Majin Buu Saga enemies, we can just pop this right away. I should mention this. I did give Kid BUU a full dodge build. I do think that this is the correct, like, using him a little bit. I am very confident that this is the best way to build him. And it's specifically because of this line right here. Kid Buu's defense is far better, obviously, with this extra 100% defense and 20% damage reduction. When you get hit 6 times, you gain access to his active, right? So in like a normal fight against Goku and Frieza or something like that, we'd only be able to pop this once he gets hit 6 times. But that little bit of extra damage you get is not worth the huge loss in defense. So I think just not even going for Kid Buu's active in most fights is probably a smarter way to go about it. I'm like, outside of like a time I'm fighting a Buu Saga enemy, I'm not even really too interested in getting Kid Buu's active if I could help it. I think it's probably most likely that Kid Buu will super right away. Let's do that. So let's put our Kid Buu right away. Buuhan right there. And then we have LR Janemba at the back. So this is going to be... Please super right away. Super, super, super. Yes! Alright, this is hilarious. This is comedy. Alright, so we go parachute mode. And then we super him right back. And then he goes into parachute mode. Okay. One more? Yep. Alright, here's our 3rd consecutive parachute. One more? Yep. Yeah! 4th consecutive parachute. There you go. There's that goofy-ass interaction right there. Okay, video's done, guys. Everyone, let's do the Evangelion. Congratulations. Video's done. I do think that this Kid Buu is actually like a great option to run. Like, you know, I've gotten 2 clears against Max Buff's burst mode Kid Buu. I do think that STR Kid Buu is actually a legitimate character. To me, you know, we've now used a lot of characters, used a lot of teams. Super Easy Beerus was really able to hold his own in here. Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku was really able to help complement on Glorio's team. And I do think that Kid Buu is going to be able to be very tanky as well. So a lot of these characters looking pretty good. I think Tech Majin Vegeta is at that level 2 once he transforms, but his base is so bad. Whereas like Physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku, his base, I mean, it's not as good, but he's not like a giant loser. This is, yeah. I could get away with this, and I'm going to take advantage of it. I guess let's just Fat Buu Ghost Usher. Sure. Let's go. All right, so there we go. Pretty good stuff, pretty good stuff. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably just do another turn or 2, but I don't know about sitting here forever, because Kid Buu, next turn, our Kid Buu is still going to have a 100% chance to nullify it. Essentially, just think of it as 100% dodge, right? He's still going to have that next turn. Then after that, it's going to be 70% chance to dodge anytime Kid Buu supers. Because we're on Glorio's team, Glorio is going to be consistently debuffing Kid Buu. You know, when I do these max, like, buffs burst mode Kid Buu videos, I do think it's kind of, I mean, I do need to allow the attack debuffing to be a thing. Otherwise, I think Kid Buu's normals, you know, potentially breaking like 4 million and stuff like that, he hits so much everywhere, it would be not likely that we would win, right? So we do that, and I mean, Kid Buu is just going to be chilling. The one thing that'll be good about this is we'll be able to see what Kid Buu's stats are going to look like, right? You know, having the active up, you know, kind of like quick, and you know, we could just see some of the numbers and stuff like that he's able to do. Okay, all right. So here's Glorio. Again, we know how Glorio goes. Super, 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 super. Yep, there he goes. Glorio sometimes could do normals, but one thing about Glorio compared to Goku and Kid Buu, which definitely I could say I felt, is that Glorio, right, like, the first time he shows up, he has a 70% chance to super. And then if he gets an additional in slot 2 or 3, it's another 70% chance to super. Whereas, like, Goku and Kid Buu's additionals are always 50%. And I feel like you can feel that, right? Like, it's... They do like to do a lot of normals. And that's where, like, people will say, oh my god, their damage is so good. Yeah, but that damage doesn't matter at all when it's a normal. And it does 0 to Goku and Frieza. We'll do this. Yeah, this is good. So Buu, again, is going to be looking really, really solid here. I would prefer him to get hit as little as possible so we could keep the extra damage reduction and stuff like that up, but I mean, we're probably not going to get hit by the super attack anyway, because, well, this is a 100% nullify. So, okay. And then now here, we'll do it right back to him. We're just in a circle. Okay, dude. All right, keep super in, though. Oh, damn, okay. So, for that first turn, we did get 3. One more? Damn, double normal. I mean, the first turn, he did give us a triple super turn, which is awesome. That led to a great meme of just 4 consecutive supers that were nullified. 1 by the boss, Kid Buu, and then 3 by us. That was a classic right there. Classic moment. I think what we'll do is we'll do 1 more turn. Next turn, we'll be able to transform into Buhan's domain, and we can get the domain buffs up for Kid Buu, along with all the Glorio support and stuff like that, and we can kind of just see what, you know, Kid Buu is going to look like. And then I guess that's going to be that. Because it's like, we're going to be in this fight again for quite a while. We're going to be just chilling in here. Could we win with this team? I mean, Janemba and LR Buhan will be able to do damage. The one problem is that this team, like, Janemba's only got a 50% chance to dodge. So, like, eventually, Janemba will get caught. But, I mean, I don't know. Him next to LR Buhan could be good. Here, let's just do... Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just do Janemba's Rage Mode right here. Yeah. Alright, so we pop the Janemba Rage Mode. And then, I mean, Kid Buu will just use up his super attack right here. Remember, this is going to function as a team protector ability. I mean, if Kid Buu doesn't super, I guess he still could, but it's very uncommon for this Kid Buu to not super. I did see it a couple of times in all my grinding of the max buff like videos we've done. I've seen it a couple of times, but like, I don't know, maybe I've seen like 300 turns, probably more. Maybe I've seen 500 turns of Kid Buu. That sounds reasonable to how much I've done. About 500 turns of this max buff Kid Buu. I feel like I've seen him not super like twice or something. Like, it's almost never. He is always peppering those supers. It's because Kid Buu... What is his super attack rate, actually? Does he have a very high super attack rate? Let me double check that. That's something I don't know off the top of my head. I know Kid Buu has a 0 cooldown, but I'm not really too sure what his super attack rate is. His rate is 20%, so it's a bit high. It's a bit high. I guess that does make sense why he supers a lot quickly, like early on. Because a lot of bosses end up on like 17 and stuff like that. Like Memorable Battle Janemba, his is lower, so you do see him not super attack as often, pretty often. I think that made sense the way I said it. Did it? It did. Kid Buu's still debuffed from Gloria, right? So we're good. Alright, so we'll get through this turn. I probably could just, like, skip through this turn, because not really too much is going to happen here. I don't think Fat Buu will die to normals here, right? I don't think so. Because we do have Glorio debuffs going on. I guess we have done a bit of damage to Kid Buu here. Janemba's Rage Mode would be a good way to kind of blow through a lot of damage, actually. Yep, alright, pretty good. So, I do want to still do a bunch of videos related around Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. Again, I haven't really made up my mind. Man, it's tough. The thing with Kid Buu, I really would like to... Like, I feel like so much of the game is, like looking ahead, right? Like, it's just that the life of a gacha player. We're constantly looking ahead. And I think that there is a lot of value to that, and it's smart to do. And, you know, wondering, like, is this character going to age out badly or something like that matters when we're talking about, you know, should you use your hard-earned stones on the character? It makes sense. But at the exact moment with Kid Buu right now, I mean, it really is difficult for him to get killed by the hardest boss in the game, Goku and Frieza. Because it's going to start off, 17 is not going to just blow Kid Buu away. Not going to happen. 17 and Golden Frieza, Kid Buu's got type advantage against them, right? And all the damage reduction. So Kid Buu should be very, very effective against them. And then Goku and Frieza, he's got the nullification. I think that, like, Janemba, Kid Buu could certainly get destroyed by Janemba depending upon the situation. Well, maybe not, because in slot 1, that's where Janemba's at his weakest, right? It's like you got to go out of your way for Janemba to blow a character away, typically, is what I've found. Here, let's just do this. The one thing about Buuhan, this guy's active. The animation looks great and stuff like that, but Buuhan is a very chatty character. Once he absorbs Piccolo and Gotenks, and, you know, goes Gotenks, Buu Piccolo, and then Buuhan, he is very talkative. And that active skill, the boy's not really chatting too much with that active skill. It's, you know, it's the only thing. I'd love to hear him blabbering away. I'd love it. All right, do we still have... Yeah, he's been hit 5 times. Let's get hit 6 times. So he's at basically 2 million defense right there. We could potentially have this link up too, which is infinite regeneration, 2 key, 3% HP restoration, and 10% defense. So we potentially could have that one up as well. All right, let's just do this. We just put Kid Buu in slot 1. He should be pretty safe here. And plus, again, he is going to have a 70% chance to nullify the super attack if the enemy Kid Buu does throw it out. We had Buuhan get killed in here before, by the way. This domain Buuhan makes sense because he's type disadvantage. Oh, we took a little damage there. 45? Okay. Keep going. Damn, additional normal. One more? No, not one more. Damn. Well, we did see a 45 right there. Oh, yeah, the domain. We're buffing the boss Kid Buu. Oh, shit. Domain Buu is going to get killed right here, huh? If the enemy Kid Buu supers, we're done. Because it's just a big damage reduction character. And... yeah, we might, in fact, be cooked right here. Alright, let's see. Alright, we'll get these supers stacking up. No super. Did he not super? Huh? Anyway. Anyway, there we go, guys. There's what Kid Buu looks like in here. I think he's a pretty comfortable run. And, I mean, this right now is pretty much like the hardest boss we could see. And, I mean, Kid Buu does kind of handle business in here, right? Like, I think he could get the job done. I think Kid Buu, he's on that highest level with Beerus and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I go back and forth. Right now, man, I don't know. Maybe Kid Buu, Beerus, then Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku? Might be where I'm sitting currently. It's tough. I actually think the 3 is close. I don't think it's the most ridiculous shit ever if you go, like, Goku 1, Kid Buu 2, Beerus 3. I do think it's close. Beerus is very strong defensively. Goku and Kid Buu can have... they're a little bit more, like, up and down, right? Like, it's like, if, you know, Goku is, you know, turn 3, we go into Super Saiyan 3, and then he's, like, triple or quad supering, it gets ridiculous, but... I mean, maybe if we have difficulty transforming, it could be bad. If we transform and him and Kid Buu are just doing, you know, normal. So what do we end up with Kid Buu? I'd have to go to the next turn, but I mean, he supered at a okay rate, right? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Kid Buu, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, definitely very dominant EZAs though. I'm very pleased with how good both are. I think both are spectacular. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu.